This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah!
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel!
And David Double D Dykstra.
And welcome into Bad Karma Wrestling here at IMS School Studios.
Did you see this?
No slaps across the world here, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing but love and good old-fashioned back and forth promos.
Yeah, I just thought it was nice to see a hand coming across the face, but that man, slap heard around the world. My oh my.
But let's get into it right away. It is the slap heard round the wrestling world, the wrestling universe. Let us say the wrestling universe, ladies and gentlemen, as the kickoff to the kickoff of WrestleMania happened last night in Las Vegas. By the way, brilliant marketing by WWE to have it in Las Vegas, where the Super Bowl's being held. Phenomenal job by the WWE, but was not expecting that.
Not even close.
At all. You got a little hint, though, yesterday. You did get a little hint that something not predictable was going to happen.
Yeah.
If you saw,
I mean, it was very ballsy to go do this on a 2 p.m. on a Thursday Central Time. So I mean,
in Vegas.
Yeah. So.
Well, let's begin with The Rock doing his interview with Pat McAfee.
Oh yes.
Where Hollywood Rock decides that he's going to come out and Cody Crybabies. Hashtag Cody Crybabies.
I love it.
Cody Crybabies on the internet. Put a nugget in your mouth and yell for your mommy while you're downstairs in your basement. Take 2 nuggets and stick them straight up your candy ass. Unbelievable.
Dad, can we go outside and play catch? No, Cody Rhodes needs to finish the story.
He needs to finish his story. I do not like that Rock goes to that voice whenever he's mocking another wrestler. He's done it multiple times now, where he mocks Cody. You can see me.
Yeah.
You can see me. Yeah, it's stupid, but it gets over. But that was a little bit of an Easter egg into what was about to go down at the media scrum.
And my reaction to that was I loved it. In a matter of 30 seconds, he completely turned my opinion on it. Because I was halfway, I was like, this is kind of too much going on. Cody needs to finish his story. And then he's in a matter of seconds, he goes, there's the Cody fans, there's Cody Rhodes, and then there's the Cody Crybabies. I'm like, poof, sold. You got me. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. And
even other wrestlers are saying that The Rock has bullied his way into this main event. So I think it was and I love the end of the comment after he was making fun of the Cody Crybabies and everything like that. He goes, I'm going to take you on a ride like you've never had before for a WrestleMania. And if the start of that ride was last night, we're at the top of the roller coaster, ladies and gentlemen, and then you just get the smack. Granted, I'm going to guarantee you that Cody told him not to hold it back when he smacked him, but it leads to a lot of questions still.
Yeah.
Unanswered questions. Is this going to be a triple threat? Is there going to be a tag team match?
There's
night
that.
One.
That's the thing. That's the only turnout I don't want to see as a tag team match.
I'll throw something at you.
Okay.
Tag team match, night 1.
Okay.
Winner of that match gets the main event, night 2. So if Cody wins, he gets Roman night 2.
Okay.
If Rock wins,
Cody and Rollins tag team together and they win. Rhodes gets Roman, and then if not, Rhodes gets Rollins. Rock gets Roman.
Or something to that.
A very old school SmackDown turn way to get there, I suppose. I'm not the biggest fan of that. If they did somehow, some way, made it a tag team, and Rollins gets somehow cooked up, and then the only thing that would save that is the money in the briefcase getting cashed in on Rollins. But
well, see, and that was the other thing that
Yeah.
you could do is Damian Priest comes out, cashes out on Rollins night one, but then has to take on. I think they're going to have a men's elimination chamber to see who faces Rollins probably in Perth.
Okay.
So, and I swear to God, if it is Grayson Waller that wins that match, we are going to have issues.
I really hope not.
Here's what I don't want.
Okay.
And I think this is what's going to end up happening. I don't want it to be a triple threat. I think at WrestleMania...
That's been played out.
I think at WrestleMania, it has to be a one-on-one competition. Even when Daniel Bryan won it in a triple threat, it still wasn't everything that it could be. Because, once again, he beat Batista. He didn't beat Randy Orton.
Yeah.
I want it to be one-on-one, so there's no blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
He pinned The Rock. He didn't pin me. I still should be I got cheated out of.
And even if it's not that, if it's there's two nights. If you want to get Roman and Rock night one, and then Roman and Cody night two, and then Cody wins, you'd be like, the next night, I had two matches in 2 nights. You ain't nothing special.
Reverse that.
Okay. You want to do
number one contenders match night one, Cody Rock.
Cody Rock. Is that what people want to see though? It's been in the stars. Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania.
Head of the table.
I'm not opposed to that match still just happening straight up.
Myriad of possibilities that could happen. They were saying do the tag match at Elimination Chamber. Seth's not going to be ready for Elimination Chamber. The earliest that he's going to be ready is like a week before WrestleMania. So I don't see any of that happening. So it's going to be very interesting to me to see how this develops moving forward. Once again, like The Rock said, it's going to be a ride that's never been done before. And it started off beautifully. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. There just need to be something. There need to be a response to the big dislikes. I don't know if you saw this. This is the Rock and Roman that video. That's their stare down is the most disliked WWE video. I just checked about 30 minutes ago. 670,000 dislikes compared to the 110 dislikes, 110 upvotes. Yeah, it's getting ratioed like all hell. I mean, the We Want Cody trend, that was massive.
Okay, so let me be very honest. If they truly, truly, truly wanted to do the Roman Reigns Rock angle, Rock should have been a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble and won the Rumble. Point blank, end of story. Cody continues his story, but continues the road back to where he wants to get. So, how is him taking, because his promo on SmackDown when Rock first showed up was, I don't want to just take that belt from you. I want to take everything from you.
Oh, okay.
So is him beating both The Rock and Roman Reigns completely burning down the bloodline tree, taking everything.
That could be in the stars. That could be part of the story, I'm sure.
The moment the words "we are the only royal family in professional wrestling,"
that was the big dig.
They came out of The Rock's mouth. I went, all right, here we go.
That was the big dig. That was the big one
here
right
we
there.
Go. Any other things that came out of that
press conference?
Media, I call it a scrum, press conference, whatever you want to call it.
We were just going back and forth a little bit right before. I thought Seth Rollins got buried from it. Honestly, he was kind of, you were saying he still had his little moment back and forth, but honestly, he's just an afterthought after this whole thing is said and done. You're worried about Roman, you're worried about The Rock, and you're worried about Rhodes. And he's the fourth R that you're worried about in that case, Rollins, or maybe not even.
At this point, I think everybody knows he's dropping the title.
Yeah, exactly.
So
just a lame duck champion.
Once again, we sat here and said it multiple times. Damian Priest is sitting right there for you.
Do something.
Come on. Wouldn't be the first time that somebody that you felt wasn't quite ready for the moment seized the moment and maybe ran with it like you didn't expect them to.
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't think they ever saw Kofi holding that belt for 6 months.
No.
He won it at Mania. Great story. He's the first true African American to hold the WWE title. All right, nice 3-month run, probably. No, 6 to 9 months, something like that. I believe was his run, and it was a solid run where he beat some top level dudes.
Yeah. But then he gets buried by Lesnar. But that happens to a lot of people. It is what it is.
No.
Yeah.
Lesnar's done more than bury.
Yeah. That's
a different story.
In other news.
You had a great person ask George Kittle questions at his little presser that day.
I think that was that was the most interested Super Bowl press conference I've been interested so far. Wondering what George Kittle thinks on the whole situation. That was a couple of days ago. He brought up the whole. I think it was Cody as a special guest for Roman.
Rock being the special guest referee and if that's it, you failed.
Yeah.
If Rock is the special guest.
Any one of those being a thing. Yeah. That's not what anyone wants to see. No, I'm not a fan of that. No. Again, he's reading dirt sheets like everybody else does.
Once again, it brings up a valid point of all right. You've got this triangle of doom right now. I can see why you would think Seth is an afterthought because now you must be thinking that you're getting in an elimination chamber in Perth to see who the number one contender is because they're doing it for Rhea. Mm. Now here's the real question because I think somebody's dropping a title in Perth.
Okay. Who do you think?
Gunther.
You think? Oh wow.
And I think he's going to drop it to Jay.
Yeah, that could be the case, and that would make Jay and Jimmy for the title at Mania worth something.
And it gives you the ability to then have Gunther be involved in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, and get him involved.
Go out there, beat somebody up. One of those surprise guys that wins. They have it almost every year where a guy who shouldn't win a qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber does. And you go, okay.
Yeah, usually be like a Shelton Benjamin or like a Carlito type guy.
Have Gunther come out and just chop the bejesus out of him. Have it be like Kofi.
Exactly.
Kofi wins, but then Gunther comes out and takes Kofi out before the match and takes Kofi's spot in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, that's a good
then
move.
You have Gunther Seth, I think would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
It would absolutely make up for Gunther not getting Brock.
Yeah, definitely.
So that to me, I think Gunther drops it to Jay.
That would be the good move. That's a very good route right there. And again, like I just mentioned, that would be give Jimmy and Jay beyond the just all the more bloodline.
It's brother versus brother kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Put a title on it that'd make it a little bit more worthwhile. Yeah, I'm very much in agreement right there. I thought was there any other highlights? People thought CM Punk's commentary was phenomenal.
By the way, it has been rumored that Punk, while recouping from his injury, will be doing commentary.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which is fantastic because if you all have ever seen Punk on
he's a good talker.
Punk's an amazing. Like, if he ever decided never to wrestle again, and just wanted to do commentary, he and Samoa Joe are really good commentary guys.
Oh, yes. Samoa Joe just the other day, just maybe 2 weeks ago. Or no, I think it was during... Was it during Swerve and Hangman's match?
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
I think it was the week beforehand.
It was the week before.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was during Hangman's match.
Yeah, exactly. Regardless, like at any point in time, he can snap a finger and be
Once again, we're gonna get into this later, but Tony Khan, you messed up again.
What?
We'll talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, two things that Punk is good at this point is just talking and returns. So might as well get him on the commentary booth. So that's pretty good.
I like he said, punch him in the mouth.
He was halfway right.
Quit flapping your gums and just punch him in. Like he was talking smack about The Rock, and The Rock is still on the stage, and I saw The Rock turn as Punk's talking crap about him.
I don't think he's still not a big fan of Dwayne.
Please, Rock, grab the mic. I want to see those two go at it, mic for mic.
When the little Clipgate went around a while back when CM Punk was at C2E2, when I met him actually, him and Danhausen were looking for comics, and Danhausen goes, "Oh, Black Adam," and CM Punk goes, "No one likes Black Adam." He's right. That movie was awful.
You know, people had talked so much trash about it that when I finally got around to watching it, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It still wasn't great by any stretch of the imagination, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be either. Although I am a simpleton and I am easily entertained.
Fair enough.
Henry Cavill, he's not even going to be Superman. The hell with you.
We also had Nicolas Cage in The Flash. I mean...
Oh yeah, that was the whole thing because he quit Superman to work on it, or the other way around. Yeah, that's a travesty.
He's in that better movie that's coming out with all those other macho actors.
Hell yeah, that'll work out. And then again, it's somewhat related to CM Punk. He had brought it up even on his story that Bayley wasn't given her due diligence, that she wasn't on the
Absolutely,
WrestleMania.
100% agree.
Yeah, she was.
You're going to bring out Becky and Rhea. But once again, it comes back to the fact that I honestly don't think that they think Io can carry it because English isn't her first language. So bring Bayley out, but to have that back and forth that Rhea and Becky had, which was phenomenal. I would say it was the best until the smack happened.
Yeah. I think that that's a fair take on it. Just not being able to do the public appearance, and that's not her strong suit. Just doing public speaking, especially if that's not her first language. Yeah, no reason to do that.
And they need to change. Okay, officially need to change the name of Damage Control.
Yeah,
they need to change it and call me a racist, what have you. But it has to have that Asian feel to it.
Okay.
And everybody from there is from Eastern Asia.
Okay.
Even Dakota Kai is from Australia, which is considered Western Asia. So even though they're their own continent, but it needs to have that feel to it for me to go, all right, this is a legitimate faction now. You need to rebrand that faction.
Okay, I'm glad you landed that plane pretty smoothly. There you go. You got us there. There you go. Overall, besides that, again, Bayley should have been a little bit more well represented right there, I suppose.
And by the way, unbelievably great promo by Bayley on SmackDown.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Is there anything to look forward to tonight, SmackDown-wise?
I think it's going to be a lot of reaction. Question to you.
Oh, sure.
Really quick before we get out of here.
Yeah, there we go.
Since you brought SmackDown up, how do you feel about Corey taking over play-by-play on SmackDown?
Corey Graves, and who's going to be his partner?
Wade.
Oh, Wade Barrett?
Yeah.
That's gonna be. I think that's a solid tandem right there. I feel like they would probably get along pretty well.
Do you think Corey can handle doing the play-by-play though? Being a color guy in this industry compared to the play-by-play guy are two different things.
Yeah.
I think Corey has the knowledge and the background to be very good at it. I think it might take him a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think so. I'll be interested to see that for sure. He's not going to be the Excalibur, naming every single move at the drop of a dime. That's fine. That's not necessarily needed.
No one's Excalibur.
Exactly.
Not even Jim Ross is Excalibur.
Yeah. As long as it's not Michael Cole where he's screaming at everything, I'm also okay with that. If you find a nice little medium in between, I'm completely fine with that. I think that's a solid tandem. I'm always a big Wade Barrett guy, honestly.
I love Wade Barrett on color.
Yeah.
Love Wade Barrett on color. That's fantastic.
I think at the end of the day, if he's not the best play-by-play guy, if you just find a nice chemistry, that could be what people just want.
All right. When we come back, we're going to continue with the WWE talk here on Bad Karma Wrestling.
Hey, watch your mouth. Why? I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work. I've been drinking Coors since my college days. The cold draft taste is second to none. Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right? You know it, mother. Hey, you get those reports done? Yeah. No, no, no. You, sir. Attention, employees.
The staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
That is all. Dudes, we're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. The boss. Hey, sir, go yourself. You're fired!
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah.
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.
And welcome back to Bad Karma Wrestling here at Illinois Media School Studios. Let's jump right into it because there's plenty more to talk about when it comes to the WWE. Just off the top of your head, storylines that are brewing that you like. One of the ones that I'm finding interesting is tonight, as a matter of fact, which, please God, be what I think you're going to be. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne take on DIY for the number one contendership for those tag team titles. Please God, let them go.
Yes, that's actually a phenomenal one. This little, not a tag team turmoil, but just the number one contenders to get these unified tag team titles. I can't tell you which one I'd rather prefer. I mean,
I kind of liked it. You know what?
I love the resurgence of Pete Dunne not being Booch anymore.
Booch?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Pulp Fiction, so I like the way that she says Booch. Butch.
Just gonna say this. Michael Cole may have called him Butch.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then went, oh, I'm sorry, Pete Dunne. I was like, Michael!
The bruiserweight, baby.
What are you doing?
I think it was a neat little concept having the 4-way tag on Raw and then the 4-way tag on SmackDown. A little bit of AEW kind of throwing in there a little bit. That's kind of been their taste, but again, they're not reinventing the wheel. I love it. I love this combo. If it is, I think it should be Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, right?
Tyler Bate.
Yeah, I always mix up the two. Love it. Exactly right. Let them go. Give them more than 11 minutes. Or
DIY
like that.
had a spectacular title match with Damian Priest and Finn Balor. All the credit in the world.
Which leads me to believe, do you think they would run it back?
They possibly could. I mean, they possibly could.
Okay.
And then which sets up for a three-peat, because then, say DIY wins the titles, Judgment Day comes back and
maybe a different mixture of Judgment Day, because hopefully Damian Priest will cash in and it'll be Finn Balor and Dom.
There's another little thing that there's an issue right now with Judgment Day.
Okay.
Finn's contract's up after WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's right. We touched upon this a little bit.
So
yeah, and so far there's been no talk either which way from what I've heard.
No, I think that's just I want to say this is Endeavor.
Yeah.
TKO going. We need to see where everything lands. are they getting Okada? There could be a new faction that forms if Okada, or are they bringing Okada into the Judgment Day?
Someone goes, Okada debuts on WWE Speed, the new 5-minute segment. I almost peed my pants laughing.
I'm not going to lie. That was about as bad of an announcement as Tony Khan had on Wednesday.
What, WWE Speed?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very, very... I mean, I'm not...
No one is going to care.
No.
Unless you're a Cody Crybaby sitting in your basement going, I need to watch all the wrestling content I can.
Yeah. It's the same people that want to watch that would be like, oh, I don't know why they got rid of the cruiserweight division and all that. I'm like, well, not everyone needs to see that. It's you kind of just can mix it in. It doesn't need to be...
When 3/4 of your cruiserweights can't stay healthy,
yeah,
and then the other quarter end up getting caught up in the Me Too scandals.
Yeah. Chanting 205 at people sometime every now and again is pretty fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, when you see them.
Mustafa.
Yeah, exactly.
I would chant 205 to
Enzo
if I ever saw him.
I would chant more than him. Probably call him a scumbag.
He's not that bad of a dude.
Okay.
He's an all right dude. He just, once again, people make mistakes in their lives.
Fair enough.
Which leads us to an interview that was done.
Oh, yeah.
You want to just take it from here?
Yeah.
You actually watched the whole thing, you said?
Yeah, no, I think I trailed off the last 10 minutes or so, but I kind of got the gist of it. Velveteen Dream had his interview with Chris Van Vliet. This went up a couple of weeks ago. Nothing any too crazy. I personally felt, you can go ahead, do your due diligence, watch it for yourself. This is just my point of view, my take on it. I felt like he carried himself pretty well. He didn't play any victim card. He didn't finger point or anything. Honestly, he was when he was apologetic and explaining why he apologized and to who he apologized and why. So it felt genuine. It actually did feel very genuine. If you're again very unaware of what I'm talking about, Velveteen Dream, it wasn't even like allegation. Were the word be allegations?
Yeah, allegations.
Okay, so he was accused of...
I don't think it was ever proven that something shady happened.
No, he was accused of talking to a minor, but it was never in any sort of sexual manner. It was just everything was kind of really taken out of context, and that's kind of what he was getting to, and kind of hitting the high spots of the dangers of the internet, group thinking, everyone piling on all at once. Not everyone had any or all of the information. And again, I'm not trying to sit here and stick up for the Velveteen Dream or anything like that. He's speaking to himself in the third person, and of course I butcher his name because I can't remember anybody's names. It's just I got aunts and uncles, I still don't remember their names. So sorry about that. They don't watch the show anyways. Again, I felt like he was very genuine. Velveteen Dream was very genuine with his apologies when explaining it to why did you apologize to Triple H? Why did you apologize to Shawn Michaels? He goes, well, they put in so much time and so much effort into me, and this whole thing crumbling around was just a wasted time. And I'm very that's my biggest pet peeve is just wasted time and wasted effort. And you could probably chalk that up as something like that. But you kind of get a feeling, and you were kind of saying it too. You get a feeling that he wants to make a comeback. Yeah. He's trying to not clear his name or anything, but just get in the right side. And I think the comment section is in response to that too. He's like, this kind of was messed up what happened to this kid. Mistakes do happen, and sure enough, the right apologies can go right, and in the right light or in the right push, I think he could make the return. It'd be tough to say for sure, but he took 3 years off. He did a lot of reflecting. It's definitely in the cards.
I think he would have to. Once again, I think he's going to have to do an indie run.
Yes.
For NXT to go, okay, yeah, he's still that dude that he was for 2.5, almost 3 years. He was the standard bearer of NXT. He didn't have any major titles, but everybody and anybody, if you had a match with Velveteen Dream, you were getting over.
Yeah, that's exactly, and again, that's what he got to in the interview. He said, "I was the bar. I was. If you came into NXT, your first run, your first feud was with the Velveteen Dream, and sure enough, whether or not as a win or a loss, Velveteen Dream would get you over." Yeah. And that was exactly what it was. If you're spot on with that.
Ricochet popped after his feud with Velveteen Dream.
Yeah. I mean, it was Aleister Black had one with him, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Aleister Black, Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah. I mean, Velveteen was a part of that 6-man, that ladder match that still everyone pops for. It was Adam Cole, EC3.
For the first ever North American title.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Still one of the best matches of all time.
Unbelievable, for sure.
Again, and that was just the potential when he was, 22 at the time? A little bit older, a little bit wiser, I can only hope. And
maturity.
Yeah, exactly. So... I'm not sitting here saying pro or con. You take the time and you do the effort of deciding who if you want to root for him or not. Again, I'm not saying he won me over, but I can see that he's matured in some sort of way. So,
all right,
I would say that. And of course, shout out to Chris Van Vliet doing another always doing a solid interview.
Consummate professional.
Yes, constantly. Not bombarding him with anything. Never showing any sort of bias, but complimenting it exactly where he would be like, if Velveteen Dream was talking about something, he would say something that the fans might want to actually hear or ask or say, but never being disrespectful with it in any sort of way. So constantly a professional, like you just mentioned. Love a Chris Van Vliet interview. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, just caught his with Rhino as well. It was always a fun talk. He goes, it went around, and I'm sure you might see it too, but he goes, if you kicked out of the gore, no one's ever kicked out of the gore. If I hit you with a gore, or if you kicked out of that, it was a spear I hit you with. So I'm like, I thought that was pretty good.
Interesting.
Solid interview right there.
Well, anything, other than the obvious, whether it be Raw or SmackDown, stick out for you at all?
Just what's going on around, what's popping off as of late.
Do you think, so where do you think Drew McIntyre ends up? Is he going to have a WrestleMania match?
Wow. Yeah, he's kind of fallen to the wayside too, where he's kind of just trying to get into this whole Rollins and Rhodes situation, and that's just trying to find a home. It's a tough spot. I'm sure he'll find something. It'll be underwhelming, I'm sure, but they're gonna need. What do you think it's going to be, like a thrown together battle royal that he wins or something like that? Does he win the idea. Andre the Giant battle royal?
It could end up being Sammy again.
Yeah, that is what people are saying.
If you start the show off with Sammy and Drew, it's a nice way to start the show.
That is, yeah.
Because you got two workers who are going to do an absolute banger of a job and have one hell of a match and tell a great story while they're doing it.
Yeah. I think that's a solid starting point. If it wouldn't be like a world heavyweight title match.
By the way, getting back to just real quick, nice to see Big E last night.
Yeah. I think someone was saying haven't really seen him other than like appearances on the bump.
Yeah, he looks good. He says he feels good. Wouldn't comment on whether or not he was going to ever wrestle again because probably is not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sad. Anything excited about any of the new NXT guys that could possibly, or gals that are possibly coming?
Everyone's getting a pop out of Carmelo Hayes. I mean, I'm sure that could be.
Carmelo's going to be your worker again. Mid-level until all the veterans kind of fade into the.
I'm sure you can play this back, and I don't know now that we're kicked off of some Facebooks or whatever. But my stance on Braun Breaker, I feel like has changed a little bit. I think just seeing him work a little bit. I'm not completely sold. Yeah, seeing some sort of glance as opposed to seeing nothing. Now actually seeing something, I'm kind of like, all right, I'm at least intrigued.
He jumps off the screen a little bit.
He's very much different than anything else you see. I'm just not interested to see him tag team with Baron Corbin right now.
I wanted to get your opinion. Have you seen the new NXT vignette for the Mystery Superstar?
I have not.
So I'm going to play it for you. It's
okay.
43 seconds long.
Okay, you get my raw reaction to this one.
And I want you to tell me what.
Most likely after this ad, I'm sure. Yeah, there we go.
Of course.
It's okay. It's only a couple seconds. Not that bad. You're gonna buy your. I'm not. No. Never mind. No free ads on here. I was gonna say what it is, but. Man has 3 faces. Okay, his 3 faces. One the world sees. Okay. Where have we seen that type of writing? One his family sees. Okay, one the world sees his family. Okay, that's 2. and the real one sees. No, real one no one sees, but reflects the evil he truly possesses. Okay. Speaking in riddles, talking
Now
in
that being said,
is there any sort of dirt sheet lingering of who this might be?
I saw somebody say who they thought it might be. It wasn't really a dirt sheet person.
Okay.
Could it be the return of Aleister Black?
This early? They're setting up this early for that?
If he went, his contract's done. They're done.
Oh, okay.
He and Buddy Matthews are both done.
Oh, then Buddy Matthews is going to show up in Perth.
I would assume.
Yeah.
I would assume. That being said, could it be Aleister Black coming back to NXT?
Okay, yeah. That'd be an interesting run. I wouldn't be completely opposed to it.
Just to get him back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
Back into the groove of things. Could also be Bo Dallas.
Oh wow, yeah. If he's like some sort of leader of a little mystery group like that, that's very interesting. That is very interesting. I know we got one more minute left, so I just want to get your quick take.
Yeah,
I had it written down just for my shirt's sake. Brian Pillman Jr. getting a Legends contract. I thought that's absolutely amazing. His daughter confirmed it. New merch going to be dropping. As a collectible guy myself, maybe going to get some new Brian Pillman figures, maybe. I don't know. And if he does, I'd love to see him in this actual shirt.
What would be great is if Lexi King actually wears it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if it came out and actually.
He must be injured.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
I haven't seen him on TV in a very long time. So
yeah, maybe a rebrand, maybe something that actually relates to the game.
I actually like this character.
Okay,
I really like this character.
Okay,
so I want to see that. When we come back, we
got some AEW and TNA. Honestly,
we're gonna talk about the worst big announcement ever in wrestling history here on Bad Karma Wrestling.
Okay.
Man, are you still working out? It's like 1,000 degrees.
Intense heat is nothing. To get an intense workout, you gotta be intense.
Our friend here is getting an intense workout with the intense cool of his Hydrotech Cool Breeze shoes. Which brings your feet a cooling sensation that is the best on the market today. Can only be explained with one word.
Intense!
Whether you're working out hard or just taking a stroll, these shoes have got your back. Or I should say, your feet.
Aren't these shoes intense?
Maybe a little too intense, but there's no doubt they're cool.
Hey, watch your mouth. Why? I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work. I've been drinking Coors since my college days. The cold draft taste, the second to none. Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right? You know it, mother.
Hey, you get those reports done?
Yeah. No. You, sir. Attention, employees.
The staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
That is all. Dudes, we're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. The boss. Hey, sir, go yourself. You're fired! Yeah! Oh, I still get beer.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.
And welcome back to Bad Karma Wrestling here at IMS School Studios. I'm David Double D Dykstra. I'm here with my boy.
No gimmicks, Nick Johnston.
You know what? I don't think we introduced ourselves at all.
I don't think so either. That's okay. I mean, at least about.
Nothing like doing it in the last segment, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. And I get paid to do this stuff.
Well, that's awesome.
Consummate damn professional that I am.
Oof.
Woo. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on the weekend already, man. It's just like.
Super Bowl weekend. Who cares? We're all on vacation.
That being said, There were some things I guess we need to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
There's some interesting stuff going on. Once again, Toni Storm stealing the show on Dynamite.
Always.
Oh, my God. How amazing. How awesome. Dude, I swear to God, if they have Perazzi go over on Toni Storm,
I don't think it'll be
just
this early.
starting in, I am going to be so pissed off.
I don't think it'll be this early.
This is the greatest. I would say it equals The Man. The Man was probably more popular just because WWE is more popular.
Yeah.
But this gimmick, like if she took it to WWE,
oh, the amount of shoes that would be being thrown.
Gone.
Yeah.
It'd be done. It'd be done.
It'd be selling just one shoe or something like that.
Now help me out with this.
Okay.
Because the WWE did try to do this. Because they gave Selena Vega chocolate. Yes. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
Mexican
To
seal of
throw.
approval.
To throw.
It is Hispanic Heritage Night tonight at Windy City Bulls, so make sure you're there early. Grab your maracas. Always be selling. Always be closing.
What the heck?
They're giving away maracas.
Are they giving out?
It wasn't my idea.
Are they giving out maracas? Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Look it up. Windy City Bulls.
And the hat says Los Toros.
Yeah, they're switching up.
I don't mind the Los Toros.
Yeah.
That's cool because the Bulls do that in the NBA. The maracas.
Windy City Bulls taking on the Osceola. I don't know how to say it. Asacola Magic. There you go. All the time. Always be closing. What were we talking about?
We were talking about AEW.
Oh, yeah, chocolates.
Tony!
Chocolates.
Khan, please, for the love of God, stop with we have a big announcement.
Okay.
Every time there's a goddamn big announcement, it's just about a damn new show that he wants to promote, like big business. Everybody knows why you're making this a big deal. Everybody knows why you're making this a big deal.
Yeah. Rightfully so. This is going to be a big announcement. Sasha
Mercedes
Banks,
Moné is showing up for that. Yay.
In Boston.
Great. Awesome. You don't need to name the damn thing.
They already did. I mean,
and
did it with Punk.
Make a big deal out of it.
Did it with Punk. Why can't we do it
Did
with...
they?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They called it the second coming or whatever they did. Twice. We did 2 United Center shows. This guy had 3 returns in 2 years. What are we talking about here?
Yeah. And he also had candy bars.
Yeah.
Or no, ice cream.
Ice cream bars, yeah.
Ice cream bars.
Yeah. I can only hope that she gives out money. I'll show up to that show.
I get that you want a lot of people to show up.
Yeah.
But you don't have to put a big name. Just say.
Yes, you do. That's the whole point of this business. You got to sell tickets. You got to sell the show.
Big business.
You got to put a big name on it with a big marquee with the big name of the person that's there. That's Mercedes Moné.
But
that's
they're
the
not
biggest
promoting
women's wrestler.
Mercedes Moné.
Well, everyone knows she's going to be there.
They're promoting big business.
Yeah, big business. Killing the
Dumbass,
business.
Stupid BS.
Because
Just
the
have
smart
Moné
fans know.
Walk on screen from off screen with you and go, look who's going to be at Boston.
Hi, my name's Double D. I hate creativity. I hate big names.
There's
I don't like
creative about that.
It looks great. It looks. Did you see the font for it? Did you see the whole graphic? It looks phenomenal. It's gonna be a big show at the TD Garden.
And it's going to be a big show because it says big business.
Yeah, it is.
No, big business has nothing to do with the show at all. It all has to do with
money, Moné.
What is Moné?
Yeah.
She's big business. That's all it has
I'm
to
not
do
quite
with.
sure what you're upset about. It's just, you do
I'm
you
tired
not
of-
want Mercedes Moné?
We have a huge announcement, and it's just them going, we're going to have a tournament.
As opposed to when Triple H says there's going to be a big announcement, it's a big nothing?
Did I say I didn't have issue with that?
I'm just saying, like...
I have issue with all this crap. If it's a big announcement, it better make me go, ooh.
Yeah.
That did not make me go, ooh.
Well, then you've been spoiled by everything else. That's just all I have to say. You got to lower your expectations. Not everything can be... everything can be Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson in the same night.
Watch. This is how you do it. We're having a show in Boston.
Okay.
This is the headliner of the night. And from off stage, She walks on stage, and then you go,
So blow your
we're
load
doing big
3 weeks
business
beforehand.
in Boston.
Or you just say, here comes the Monet.
Yeah, I mean, that's even. I don't know.
That WWE might have issues.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely, that's definitely a trademark.
It's close.
Yeah, that's
one that WWE would probably do a cease and desist.
I mean, it's with the way I feel like the way that they presented it. It's you're complimenting the smart fan that knows and the outsider that's looking in. As soon as she does premiere, she'd be like, "Oh, I get it now. Big business, dollar sign. I understand." Not everyone can be at the same wrestling intellectual level as you and I. You got to bring it down a little bit sometimes. I get it. I understand. Not everything can be. We got a brand new title or something like that. I get it. The big announcement, but you need to bring in eyeballs. That's the whole point of the business.
They do need to bring in eyeballs because did you see the reverse shot?
No.
Of that stadium that they
that's
were
every
at?
single time.
That whole other side, the hard camera side, completely empty.
Yeah. They just opened up the upper tank for New Japan Windy City Riot, so I mean it's just how business is right now. Yeah. That's the way
For most.
Yeah.
Not all.
Yeah, exactly. Not everyone can have the big names and all the lights and cameras.
How does AEW not have the big names?
Oh, they do. I'm just saying. They also just have a big tribalistic fan base that just wants to cap it off.
Very true. I do like how the Dynamites ended.
I've actually been liking how just have you noticed something just the way that Dynamites have been starting as of late? Just a little bit more production. I forgot how it happened. They kind of like set it up almost like NBA on TNT when they were rolling when it was Samoa Joe and Hook. Kind of like walking in with their gear, like I said, like a basketball player coming in with their stuff
I
on.
see where you're going
And then just last week it was start of the show, opening pyro, and then they go to Hangman coming out, walking up, getting all set, and then he goes almost like a UFC type vibe is what I was getting from it. So I feel like, some people are gonna say drawback and everything which way. They're putting a little bit of more production onto the actual show part of it. And I've been appreciating that.
I'll say this much: for a true down the line wrestling match, couldn't ask for much more than Hangman and
that was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
I'm
5
mad,
more
though.
minutes.
I'm pissed. Why have it be a triple threat? That's stupid.
I was halfway there too. I'm like, it's almost like, again, I'm
Listen,
a big guy of wasted time, and that was like 20 minutes.
All you have to do is sit there and listen.
Yeah.
Swerve is over.
Yeah.
And if you don't give him a belt soon, he's gonna go to WWE.
No, he already said he didn't even answer when they called him the first time, the last time. So he's not going anywhere.
He already had signed his contract.
Yeah, but when they had reached out to him the last time, he didn't even.
Well,
answer.
there's a difference now.
No, I don't think so. I think he knows his worth and he knows where he wants to be. He wants to be.
Yeah, and Triple H knows his worth.
No, I don't think so. You just think everyone's just going to get scooped up by the WWE all of a sudden.
No,
That's not what.
I think there's a certain select that will.
Yeah.
I absolutely do. And Buddy Murphy and Alistair will be 2 of them.
Yeah.
Or Malachi, whatever you want to
and
call
no
him.
mid-card over there. That's fine.
I don't think Malachi will. Buddy will.
I think so.
I think Buddy, unless they tag team.
No,
If
they're going to fall into the cracks. This happens every single time with every single signing that everyone gets all hard on for. It happens every single time. What happened with Carlito? Where's he at?
Injured.
No, okay, yeah, but after that, he was in his big run to go for the LWO. Get out of here. That's not.
Yeah, that kind of fell flat after Ray got injured.
Yeah,
so.
that's what are we talking about?
And like Joaquin had one viral moment, and they're trying to recreate it every match now. And I'm like, no, it was just the pure beauty of what it was the first time that made it so cool.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing with Sting and Darby Allin and
gave him the titles.
Matthew or Nicholas and Matthew. That was nice.
Yeah, that was close. That was almost a fine. So yeah, that was.
The pure white suits with the blood all over it just pops.
Yes.
no matter what.
Like I said, I already talked about last week how I've been enjoying this character, the character right with the Young Bucks. Keep it going. Just build on this. Build on the hate. I absolutely love it.
There's a lot of scuttlebutt going around that a lot of people are going to make their comebacks at Revolution. Biggest one of all is MJF.
Okay.
I guess he's been rehabbing pretty hard.
Okay, that's good.
So,
and I mean, any sort of spark to this roster would be humongous. It's every single time MJF is not on your screen.
And I think that's why it's kind of flatlined.
Yes, yeah. Every time he's not there for any significant amount of time, it's very much noticeable that the ratings drop, just overall feeling.
Swerve's picked up the slack a little
absolutely.
bit, but not to the point where it needs to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I kind of been feeling like they threw it in there and they had a nice match, but this whole Blackpool Combat Club versus CMML type of
Why are you doing contracts with CMML?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
none of their guys are stars.
Yeah, no, not even close.
Commander could be the close. I think it's because Penta and Ray Phoenix have a stake in CMML.
Oh, okay, that could be the case then.
And they want to try and promote those guys. It might be the Blackpool Combat Club going down there for a show too. So they get that
it could be a little crossover type deal.
Or they're having some kind of big war, and it's going to be why are the most insignificant wrestlers coming out to help?
I don't know.
Daddy Magic, Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, they just I didn't get
Matt
that whole
Sydal,
thing.
and I'm going.
I was wondering, like, did I miss something on Dark? And I'm like, Dark hasn't been around for like 2 years, so I'm like, I don't know what I'm missing.
Well, the other thing that we need to talk about really quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell the people what's going on in TNA.
Yeah. So this broke 2 days ago now, I believe. PW Insider dropped it on X and other websites. Even TNA straight up was just announcing it. Scott D'Amore was fired as president of TNA Wrestling. Anthony, I'm going to butcher the last name most likely, but Anthony Cicone, Cicone, he's Anthem's president of entertainment, is going to be the replacement. He will run day-to-day operations. So I was kind of wondering, it came out of the blue. Everyone's been very much pro Scott D'Amore. I haven't heard anything from the dirt sheets as to why this would have been popping off, but
something hit today, so
okay.
I'll read you what was said on.
Just before you get that, I was just going to say, like, other wrestlers were very much vouching, even posting on sites.
They're not happy.
Yeah, exactly. Not happy by this decision, but go ahead.
According to PW Insider, in the weeks before Scott D'Amore was fired by Anthem, he approached Anthem with an offer to buy TNA outright. From them, backed by a letter with a major banking institution.
Yeah.
Some people on Anthem's side said it was seen as a legitimate offer that was worthy of consideration, but ultimately Anthem rejected that offer.
Okay.
Now, D'Amore knew at least a week ahead of time that Anthem was getting rid of him, and an insider first heard about this possibility happening several weeks before that. Meltzer added that D'Amore had a dispute with management.
So he might be starting
over TNA's budget.
Okay. I mean.
So they wanted, now that they're involved with Endeavor, he wanted a little more money thrown the way to maybe get some more wrestlers.
I mean, rightfully so. They've been red hot.
More production aspects. Speaking of which, it's Simon Gotch.
Oh my, yeah, that's right. Oh my God, Simon Gotch.
Which, for those of us who loved this tag team, the Drama King himself does commentary for TNA now.
Oh, that's right.
So it makes you wonder, could it be a possible reconnection of the vaudevillains?
Well, you never know. It might be a thing.
That
was his other gimmick, by the way. Sorry.
To me, one of the best gimmicks that came out of NXT and just was underutilized by Vince McMahon and his stubbornness.
Absolutely, yeah. That was a good one right there for sure. Going around the Indies really quick, Cardona and Nemeth. I don't know if you also saw he took a shot at The Rock.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. That went viral.
The Nemeth brothers.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, but really quickly, just to trail back onto this whole Scott D'Amore thing. I did not hear of the whole offer to buy TNA. Actually, I understand he's independently wealthy, so this would be very interesting to see if he even comes back to wrestling at all. If I'm Tony Khan, I'm very much trying to call him and trying to get him involved in any sort of way possible.
WWE or
And
of course,
I course, I think TK and WWE would be better off with him, but I think he's just gonna want like power and like direction.
If you're looking for a creative guy and you've already worked with Scott D'Amore, when it comes to TNA having a relationship with WWE, to me it seems like a no-brainer to give him a call and be like, "Hey, you want to be part of creative?"
Yeah, gotta do something.
That's gonna do it for us this week here on Bad Karma Wrestling. Me, I'm David Double D Dykstra. This guy over here,
no gimmicks, Nick Johnston.
We'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace out, everybody. Have a good day.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.